Hey y'all, good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In this video, I want to take you along with me and show you what a typical morning in my life looks like. I always wake up with a scratchy, dry throat in the morning, so I like to keep my water beside the bed. And I drink it first thing in the morning, and I'll take my medicine, which I keep in the bedside table. Then, of course, it's prayer time. I always like to start my day out with prayer. I like to do it before I get out of bed, but of course, I'm not perfect and I'm human, so sometimes I forget, and then I'll just do it as I'm getting out of bed and getting dressed and getting ready to start the day. I'll do a quick straightening of the bed. It doesn't have to be perfect. I really don't care about that sort of thing, but I do like for it to be semi-neat. I will come back in later and fix it better, but in the morning, that's just what I like to do. Then I have to go downstairs, take care of all the dogs. When we have puppies, I have to wrangle them all up in the morning and put them in their big pen downstairs because they'll take off and run, and I don't want them to get in trouble in the house. So after that, I let the big dogs out so that they can have their potty time and run and play in the backyard. I did not record it, but in between getting out of bed and coming downstairs to let the dogs out, I make sure that my son is awake so that he can get ready for school. After all of this, I go upstairs, make sure my son is awake and getting ready for school. I change for the day, then go into the storage room and package up any sales that we made the previous day. I like to get everything packaged up so that I can put it in the car and take it with me when I take my son to school. I just dropped my son off at school, and now I'm gonna go to the post office. We were running behind. We got there at 7:56 and class starts at 8. Okay, so we're not used to the school schedule because we homeschooled. And he forgot his lunch money, so we had to turn around and go back. And luckily, it takes 10 minutes to get to school from our house. So I turned around and we just made it. So, yeah. It's an adjustment. We're adjusting. I didn't want to film taking him to school because, you don't want to be on camera. But yeah, I try to get the packages ready in the mornings before I drop him off so that I don't have to go back home and do it and then come back out again. Because once I get home, after dropping him off, I like to work. And by working, I don't mean I'm making money. I mean, I have days that I like to make my videos and edit, and then I have days where I like to list for our Poshmark store. So that is me working. Okay, so let's go into the post office. So, interesting story. This building across the street from the post office I used to work at when I was pregnant with my son Christopher. Immediately upon arriving home, I will feed and water the dogs. When I have puppies, like I do now, I will bring the pen into the kitchen so that I can give them food and water in the kitchen. The floor in the kitchen and the breakfast nook is painted concrete, so it's much more puppy friendly, and if they make a mess, it's not really a big deal and I can clean it up very easily. I know I may be a little partial, but Are these puppies not the cutest puppies you've ever seen? I love Australian Shepherds. They are the smartest, prettiest, greatest, most affectionate dogs you'll ever meet. The whole process with the dogs takes about an hour every morning. Sometimes it'll take a little more. But it is finally time for me. So I will make my cup of coffee and I will relax and enjoy it, because believe it or not, taking care of 3 adult dogs and 3 puppies is a lot of work. And this time it's not even really that much work. I mean, it is, but in comparison to what I've done before, 3 puppies is so much easier. We have had 14 puppies at one time, and that, my friends, was a challenge. And it made me, oh my gosh, I could not. I actually cried one morning because I was thinking, what in the world did I get myself into? So never again will I have 14 puppies at one time. I definitely will not. But anyway, back to the coffee. Sometimes I will have a regular cup of coffee, and then other times I will have an espresso. It just depends on what mood I'm feeling that day. But today it is just a regular cup of coffee. And let me show you these adorable babies real quick. Each of these little girls are special in their own way. One of my favorite things about having Aussie puppies all the time is that I get to know their personalities. You see them born, you watch them grow, you anticipate their eyes opening for the first time, and then you get to see each personality, and they're all different, and it's so cute. Now that I am done showing you the puppies, my coffee is finished. And let me show you my adorable cup. We got this when we went on a beach trip. We were in Calabash and picked it up at the Christmas store. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar, but it's such a cute cup and I love it. It's got dogs all over it and it says, "I just want all the dogs." I'll take my coffee upstairs, sit in bed, or sometimes I'll sit at my desk and I have my quiet time with the Lord. I like to do this before I start anything else for the day. It helps the rest of my day go a lot smoother, I think. Just taking that quality time to spend time with the Lord and focus on Him and His Word, it's so very important, and it is a very special part of my day. This is a very sped up video of the quiet time. I do have the full video available on my channel if you would like to go check that out. That pretty much wraps up my morning. By the time I'm done with quiet time, it is about 10 a.m. and that's when I start working on the videos and listing in the Poshmark store, writing books, doing any of the other things that I really need to get done that day. I'll do housework and so on and so forth before it's time to go and get my son from school. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending the morning with me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It really does help. And I hope to see you all again next time. Bye, y'all.